Hello, everyone and no one, and welcome to another Rotten Movie Reviews. Hopefully, I don't sound too terrible because I feel like shit because apparently I caught something. But today we watched the 1961 Akira, and I always want to go Akira, like from the movie Akira, the Akira Kurosawa classic of Yojimbo. And man, that was a fucking blast in my opinion. Not as much fighting as I'd hoped, but with me as always is Tier Alexander. Tier, how you doing?
I'm doing good, my friend. I can hear that you're sick, so I'm not going to ask how are you.
it's it happens. Drinking last night did not help. We're joining us as well as Will at Forge. Will, how you doing?
Oh, death.
And Angela
That kept going through my head.
and Angela won't be joining us. She got about halfway through the movie and just found it wasn't for her. It happens. Not every movie is for everyone. But I found this movie to be just freaking fun.
Dumb as hell, but
this was a spaghetti samurai movie. Almost. Yes. This was the prequel to the spaghetti samurai movies. And I loved it.
And it does actually have plot and everything. It makes you think a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it does.
So for anyone who doesn't know, since we had watched Sukiyaki Western Django before, which was loosely based off this movie, a crafty Ronin samurai, wandering samurai, comes into a town divided by two criminal gangs and decides to play them against each other to free the town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He did a whole lot of the both sides against the middle and
got fucked up for it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, just like you don't backstab your bodyguard, you don't backstab your employer and expect to get away unscathed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Mr. Good Guy won out in the end, right? So, yeah. I mean...
and then you can't forget as well that you had the dog that was on the way to give someone a hand. I actually think that was a really nice touch. It's like, of just to throw everyone off. Also, I don't know if Johnny's here still, but what's up, Clown? Hey, Angela.
Yo, Clown. Hey, Ange.
And if you want to join for the conversation, you can still. You can just say how the movie wasn't for you, because that's the way it goes sometimes. It's not like you were talking trash about it. You're just like, hey, this isn't my cup of tea.
It be how it be.
Yep, not everything's everyone's. So, cup of lukewarm bog water.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't you go knocking lukewarm bog water.
I said it's not everyone's.
It's not everybody's cup of bean juice.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm back.
Right now, I'm pretty sure I'm sideways, but that's fine.
Yeah. And all I know is when they had the whole thing of the original standoff between the two gangs and they're going forward and going back. I know Tier had his whole West Side Story shtick, which I would have said more that this was a precursor to West Side Story. They were like, oh man, we can do this with gangs and add more music into it and whatnot. First thing that went to my mind.
I mean,
no,
they were the Sharks and the Jets.
First thing that came to my mind was, I take 2 steps forwards, you take 2 steps back.
We're too pussy to attack.
The track.
No.
I couldn't.
We are too pussy to attack.
I just could not. I was having a hard enough time connecting to the movie in the first place. And then, I couldn't keep up with the subtitles, and I was getting a headache from trying to watch the subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, gonna duck out. Because let's just say I now have a headache from hell. But
well, I'd say grab yourself some aspirin.
I've got to take my gabapentin.
Why
you got a headache this big?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things you can do is you can kind of thank this for the spaghetti westerns, especially the grittier Western movies that Clint Eastwood is, because this movie was inspired. It's like the director, I think it was, or writer for A Fistful of Dollars in 1964 was inspired by this movie.
Okay.
I can see that.
He just didn't have
Um,
the direct permission from Akira Kurosawa.
There's another Kurosawa movie that actually is better credited for the spaghetti western genre.
Yeah, I want to say
I
it's
just can't remember what. The Last Ronin. Ronin? Something about a Ronin.
This Magnificent Seven, Seven Ronin. It's
I mean,
seven Ronin.
the man has had just a plethora of writing and directing.
It was Seven Samurai, actually.
Buzz.
Sanjuro apparently is one of them, and I don't remember which one it was that had the whole thing to where they had the squib screw up for the cut, and that's where you got the whole blasted blood thing that became very predominant in anime. And because that happened, they're like, we're gonna continue on.
I mean, the fucking up of the squib is a magnificent fucking touch. Like, it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the blood.
It was. I don't even think I got to a part where there was blood. There was just too much weird shit.
Oh no,
happening
it was no blood.
that I had no context for. And then the subtitles were giving me a headache. So
No,
it was just-
there was no blood this one.
Yeah.
There was no blood in this
Well,
movie?
there was blood, but not really till the end.
Yeah, just to say, for most of the movie, the only blood was when he got beaten up.
Yeah.
No, at the end they also had the, since it, you couldn't really tell in black and white, but they had the
I said for most
Yeah.
of it.
yeah, Uno.
I mean,
Suke.
I love the fucking fact that they had the Japanese fucking giant just manhandling him.
But the dude with the gun, they had him in the blood and whatnot. Plus, you saw a little bit of the blood when he cut the arm off, which is funny because
Oh yeah.
when he first does that, there is the goof that you can still see his arm with the sword above his head, and then after that, you see the arm on the ground, and him holding his shoulder.
Oh yeah. Make 2 coffins. Make it 3. You gotta say there was some moments of general hilarity in this goddamn thing. When they started dancing for him, he was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Had the women dancing, he's just like, oh, I don't like this. This is weird. But for anyone who's also curious, it was a Smith & Wesson Model 2.
Wow.
Yep.
Talk about
It's-
age.
Was that the weird random gun that the guy
Yes.
sort of
Yes.
And the funny thing
held
is,
all limp wristed and weird?
yes, well, because it was a 32 short and it's a single action. The weapon itself is anarchistic to when the time frame of the movie's supposed to be.
Anachronistic.
I can never remember
Sorry.
which word it's supposed to be.
I just needed to make sure people actually know
I
what
actually-
you're saying, because
I was-
anarchistic is.
I have never actually heard anyone say that word. For some odd reason, I have just somehow not been around or tuned out. So it's anachronistic. Jesus. That
Yeah.
Yes.
39
Now
years
you've heard
old,
it.
and I learned that today. Well, you know what? I'm still learning stuff.
Hey, at least it
yeah.
wasn't Chihuahua. It's-
What?
I said at least it wasn't Chihuahua.
With
I was
Sanjiro,
Sheila?
in my.
No.
and
I had
Johnny-
never.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say
I was.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna drop mine because mine's a story people have heard before.
I
You
haven't
go
heard it.
Rotn. Yes,
no.
you've heard this story before.
the only thing I was gonna ask Johnny is if Sanjiro was the one that had the squib. But he definitely liked the Toshiro Mifune for an actor because he's had him in several of his
Yes,
movies.
you did. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Mm. That was the main guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him in a lot of stuff. I didn't know if it was all Kurosawa stuff or not, but I have seen him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because this Sanjuro was the one that came a year later. I'm gonna have to go through Kurosawa's films now.
Because I was
Oh,
all
Lord.
set to
I'll do
I
that
was
on
all
my own.
set to be
I wouldn't mind
into this
watching him.
and okay.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to cut you off. He said he was talking and said he had to go through him himself, and I was saying I wouldn't mind watching him too.
But yeah, I was all set to like dig in for the night and enjoy this, but it just bypassed me completely.
It
Yeah,
happens.
it's the way it goes sometimes.
I mean, like you said, not everything's for everybody.
Yeah, I'm thinking it like maybe it was a guy movie or maybe it's just
You
a
have to be a
just
weeb.
not me. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just a just not me movie. I don't know.
It could just be that this one just didn't hit for you, or it just didn't hit today.
That's true too.
But in
It's
honor of it
okay,
being a
Angela.
Kurosawa film, I also have my little. It's technically not a samurai sword because the fucker's only like 26 inches, maybe 2 foot. But I got
Mhm.
that out on my desk because it's like, feels like that should be there.
Well,
But
I
it's
got
like
my Bocon with me.
I've definitely watched movies that were more ridiculous than this and been fine with them, but this one was just like, okay.
It could have been. It could have been the subject matter on top. Like honestly, there was very little action in this goddamn movie. Like
But I mean, they still, for a black and white movie, had good cinematics, good practical
Oh yeah,
effects.
it was
You
beautifully,
could still,
beautifully
yeah,
done.
like, you could still see some of the wires and whatnot, like when he's throwing the knife at the well, Angel left that part where he's throwing the knife at the leaf, that they actually filmed that in reverse.
yeah.
Oh, Johnny says it's on HBO Max if anybody wants to watch it.
Yeah, I don't have HBO Max, so I'm gonna go get it through perfectly legitimate websites.
I don't have HBO Max, so I'm gonna go yo ho hoing.
Like I said, perfectly legitimate websites.
Yes, yes. Mm.
It's saying here is like, who has HBO Max when he goes other places?
When I can pay my phone bill again, I will.
Fair enough.
I mean, I've got Netflix, but only because my phone pays for it.
That's actually how I had HBO Max,
Ah, yeah.
which is why I will once I can pay my phone bill again.
Mhm.
Johnny says, Ahem. I'm not saying that's how I acquired it, but
I mean, obviously, you just picked. You didn't realize that you had purchased a boot or were given a bootleg copy from a friend. I mean, it's not like you did anything nefarious. I got you, man.
The nefariousness of nefariousness. But again, not a bad movie.
But I mean, this movie has had so many inspirations onto so many different movies. Like I said, we got Fistful of Dollars, we got Last Man Standing starring Bruce Willis. I actually think that one's the one that has Polly's as one of Polly's Polydub's. Oh God, yes it is. It's a couple of his donations. One's where Christopher Walken fires a Tommy gun. Actually, it's like three of them. Cause it's got Bruce Willis loading up 1911s, and then where he dual wields and shoots a guy out the door. So, oh, okay. So here's a trivia of that. For this movie, it was a deliberate attempt by Akira Kurosawa to revise the cinema's attitude towards on-screen violence. He wanted to show the damaging effect of violence rather than the slightly anodyne way that it's used been or has usually been depicted before. And so he would later come to regret this move as it spawned a mass movement of international cinema that hasn't abated even today. Oh.
So he's trying to make a commentary about violence, and then he wasn't too happy with where it went.
That's the way it goes. What's really funny is that apparently, since this movie was so successful, when he was already doing Sanjuro, like Johnny was talking about, which was already in pre-production, they had to revise to accommodate the lead character of Yojimbo, or lead actor, coming over to that movie. I'll still say.
I can see.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say I can see it being a commentary on violence because all of the big time air quotes here, violent people were ridiculous. Like extremely ridiculous from what I saw before I bowed out.
Oh yeah, like none of them were meant to be portrayed as good people.
It was really goofy. It was a goofy movie without the
Yarsh.
yeah. Without that.
Come on, Maxie.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
Oh,
Oh.
That kind of hurt
never
to
do
do.
that again, Rotn.
Yeah, please stop, Rotn. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Rotn, you're my friend, and I love you. Never do that again.
Oh, just wait until I feel better.
I was gonna say, and definitely don't do it while you're sick, because.
All right,
that cannot
Yojimbo movie mistakes. Let's see what it is.
Oh no.
This tier is all about the mistakes.
There are none.
It gives him something to talk about.
Other than
No, seriously, there are none.
Obviously, that there was the Django, 1966. Well, I mean, in the mistakes, it's you have the, like I said, it's the initial fight scene. The samurai cuts the two first adversaries in the midsection, then slices the last man's arm off. That last man is first seen from behind, holding the sword in his right arm above his head, but the arm holding the sword moments later that's in his left arm, or the sword is shown moments later is his left arm.
That is a positive about this. It did make me appreciate Sukiyaki Western Django better.
Hey, we'll take the wins where we can get them.
And then there's the 2 a.m. meeting between the gangs was clearly filmed in broad daylight.
Day for night.
Yep. The interval between the noise of the gunshot and the ring of the bell was actually too long, even with a 32 short. The wire to pull the Yakuza's cut kimono off can be seen as he gets up from the ground. You know, when the guy gets his arm cut off, you can see his arm moving under the poncho. So that's your goose in continuity and revealing mistakes.
But that had to be annoying. Like, all right, so when he's like, it's 2 a.m. I really wish somebody would have thrown like a rock or something at him.
Trying to sleep, fucker.
Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to sleep.
That would be one way to get shot by me. Of course, I would use something like a crossbow because it's quiet, not rude to the other people who live in the neighborhood.
Not causing the same issue that caused you to want to shoot somebody in the first place.
I envision Japanese walking over with his crossbow and going.
Actually, for that time, it would have
Shut
made
the fuck
more
up!
sense with the samurai and whatnot, since majority of samurai were predominantly also trained archers.
Yeah, so Will Will from the slits of his own window,
Yeah. Busts out his bow, has that whole
bloodshot
thing, and it's
eye.
just like,
Shut the fuck up!
and he's just like, people are trying to sleep. Be quiet.
Insert Wilhelm scream.
This is
Wait a
where
minute,
you
we'll be
need
like,
this is where you need Eli from the Unsullied, so you can be like, oh, you be quiet.
it's nap time, okay?
Why are you wake us up?
You say it's 2 a.m. I say it's 2 a.m. to shut the fuck up.
Well, this is one of the few times I will say me and Roger Ebert do actually agree something. I would this film is on his great movies list, and it's a
I
good
would
fucking
imagine
movie.
so.
Excellent.
I mean, he does have taste sometimes.
Well, it's, you know, if nothing else, it's the broken clock syndrome.
Yeah.
That's true.
I can see that, Johnny. I would not, mostly because I wouldn't be able to speak with him. I don't speak his language. Uh, um, but the guy, the cinematography on this was amazing. I will admit it was beautifully filmed. The blocking, like the stage blocking and everything, was fantastic.
Oh, and apparently,
Uh,
continue.
it was just. It leaned too heavily into the ridiculous for me, is the problem.
Okay.
Like, I was. As I was watching it, I was just like, okay, the best thing about this is the grumpy old exposition man, and he overacts so badly that it's awful.
Oh, the restaurant owner.
Yes, it was just like overacting 101.
Oh,
Hey,
and
old guys.
the the whole thing of the dog carrying the hand was actually Kurosawa's idea. He shot down all his assistant directors' ideas that were supposed to be a one shot without going into any like actual lengthy exposition or have someone say it of that he had walked into a bad town. I mean, you already had the lead up with the one guy going and be like, "No, I'm going to take the sword. I'm gonna live well and die young." But then having the dog carrying a human
that
hand.
is kind of cute. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just have him run up there. And the dog's not seen ever again.
Oh, apparently there was an English dub of this. I don't think I ever want to see it.
You never
I
know.
think I would have done better seeing the English dub, honestly.
Depends on how they did the dub. If they did the dub Godzilla style, I'm all in.
Yeah, it does depend. But yeah, it says given an English dub from Seneca International by Peter Riethoff, which premiered at Kimono Theater or Kimo. It's KIMO Theater in Kansas City.
Interesting.
And as we've already stated, a lot of the actors that have been in this movie, because Kurosawa had like 20 years of directing and writing before this. Have worked with him on several films, especially the guy who played the the Wandering Ronin, who I think was a good actor.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a lot of acting through predominantly expressionism of like how they help show the things on their face and how they moved. Which is a lot harder for some actors. And it's nice to see that that was even being done back then instead of the whole thing of like, we have to tell you how the actor feels or how the character feels.
Oh, that was another thing. The music that they did have, thank goodness they didn't have the we're going to play this music so that you're aware that you're supposed to be feeling this way.
Oh yeah, they
I was
use
pissed that we didn't
very
get a
traditional
yo.
The
music.
music that they did, there was like a part where a bunch of girls was marching through, and it sounded like they were trying to play very traditional Japanese music on a harpsichord,
Mhm.
and it did not translate well. It was just like, this does not sound right at all.
Again, I was pissed that we didn't get a yo.
I think that came much later in everything.
Yeah, no.
Oh, what?
We're somewhere in the film, and I want to say it was predominantly more of a Chinese film that we had the whole thing of the yo.
Okay.
It's just the
Yeah, I want to say
it's
it's
a
actually
musical.
it's almost like the
But
Wilhelm scream, but it's I want to say it's actually more attributed to like Chinese cinema because
no,
it's
it's
typically done in a lot of kung fu movies.
well, no, it's done mainly in samurai films because it is uh where they'll have the water wheel tink yo. I can't name the
Yeah.
sound effect, but if you hear it, you'll know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, we watch. I watch a lot of kung fu and samurai shit. See me.
Nothing wrong with that.
What my dream is the one day when the apocalypse happens, I can live out my fantasy as a street samurai.
Wow. Tyr longs to be a street samurai.
I mean, it worked for Michonne.
I mean, depending how it went with with everything, it would have been not anarchin. What was the word?
Anachronistic.
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 Thank you. Anachronistic during the time frame to have a samurai over in Mexico with an actual cowboy.
It would have been because the last the time between the last samurai and like fucking Abraham Lincoln were like not that far apart.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Rotn had to
Don't
play.
die. Don't die.
No,
Thought
that's
she
just
was already
the
a
occasional
corpse. What are
coffee.
you doing hacking like that?
Undead can get sick too. We have undead diseases. We don't talk about them. You know what bone rot is? Rotn has bone rot. He'll be fine.
Don't die.
And knocking shit off my desk.
Too late for that. Angela, you should have said that like ages ago when he was alive.
Don't undie.
Don't revive.
Don't re-die. Thank you.
Oh wow. Apparently, as typical for work with Kurosawa, film composer Masaru Sato was given 1 week to compose the film's entire score.
Wow.
My brother says I got into all the Wu-Tang movies, rented them from Hollywood Video.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I mean, if you also go into that whole direction of like the music industry that have made their own films, you've got Wu-Tang Clan that have done it. Fucking Psychopathic Records has done it for having, The ICP guys, when they made Psychopathic Records, they've made movies as well.
Well, Wu-Tang Clan would re-release like Japanese kung fu flicks.
Nice.
Yeah, like Master Killer, they re-released it as like the Wu-Tang Clan presents Master Killer, which is a Gordon Liu, one of my favorite Gordon Liu films.
One of the things I do think is funny is like it says the fact the main villain sports a gun shows the slow creep of westernization that pitches the film as roughly taking place in the 1860s. It was around this time that the U.S. started forcing Japan to come out of its isolation policy, and it effectively kept the country stalled in feudal, almost medieval society. Now, I wanted to go into that because it's always funny is so many things want to depict the samurai as like would never touch guns, and again, since they were predominantly archers, a lot of those fuckers would love guns.
Yeah,
it is actually a dead serious thing of like it's going to take more to do with a gun, but the fact that you can arm, it's kind of like the whole thing of arming a bunch of your guys with just fucking long spears. You don't have to train them as much. To have an actual trained archer
it revolutionized it because of his use of alternating gunfire. Is how Nobunaga like was able to decimate and dominate like the time frame.
Yeah,
like his a lot of his victories was because of the usage of guns. Like he was heavy into their usage, while other samurais like fuck that shit.
Yeah. Well,
so,
for some of them,
like,
it could have just been
gunfire.
They hadn't thought of that freaking tactic because. And that's
no, it wasn't that they didn't think about the tactic. They refused to use guns in general. Or Western weapons. And they were like, no, our way is the best. And he was destroying them.
Because that's like
that. And he was a tricky bastard.
Oh, yeah. Well, Nobunaga was just about winning. He didn't give a shit.
And he really didn't care for hierarchy. If you had talent, he hired you and he promoted you.
Because that's like in England and France and Europe and whatnot, with the invention of the crossbow, while it still takes quite a bit to learn it, it's exponentially easier to do everything with it than it is to go through the process of using a warbow, because that takes years and years of training.
Yeah, all you had to do is load the bolt, pull the string, crank it back, and
for a lot of them, they made that levering device that you could quite literally set. It's like that's why they have that freaking weird thing in the front that you actually put your foot through instead of pulling with your hands.
Yeah,
there's a notch in there that you'll have this basically like metal leverage. You'll stick into there. It grabs the string and pulls it back.
But like early crossbows, you couldn't get much usage out of them, which fucking sucked.
Well, what?
You didn't. It did. You couldn't get much usage because they'd snap the string. Like that was one of the major drawbacks of early crossbows.
Well, yeah,
it had to be constantly repaired.
I mean, that's any gun or a lot of weapons in that whole thing. Like, quite literally, when you look at the full auto industry for machine guns and everything, it's basically your gun is not broken at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh.
I'm a weeb and I am a cinephile. Oh, ancient Chinese cinephile. Modern Chinese shit sucks. Ancient Chinese, Three Kingdoms period. I know I can have fucking debates with everybody about the Three Kingdoms period because that is both one of my favorite books, one of my favorite times in history.
I do like as well that for this movie that Kurosawa told the main character that his character was more like a dog or a wolf, and Tatsu that his character was more like a snake, which is why the guy with the gun would kind of had that look around of the way he went, and Toshiro would have that whole thing where he would have that twitch and like the scratch, like he was trying to get fleas off.
Yeah, I was noticing that at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, dude, take a shower if you itch that bad.
Okay, and that one, if we're talking about the time frame when this movie was, or it's like the movie was set, bathing was pretty rare.
I know. I was It was a joke.
Everybody reeked.
Okay, I'm glad that my joke did not land. Thank you.
It did not bomb either.
Oh, I still like this one. Or this was pretty cool. Kurosawa asked his sound engineer, Ichiro Minawa, to come up with a sound effect that could be used for when a sword was cutting and killing someone. So after testing a sword slicing into beef, pork, he finally found the perfect sample, putting two wooden chopsticks inside raw chicken, then hacking it with the sword.
Mm.
Oh. Raw chicken. Yeah.
Well, that's like if you actually look into it, majority of the times you hear rain in movies, it's actually not
Not rain itself. It's
cooking.
It's something else.
It's cooking
Yeah.
chicken.
It's frying
Yes,
stuff
frying
on
chicken.
the stove.
Good old Foley artists.
God, I fucking hate certain Foley artists.
Oh, I've got to let Maddie know that I can't be on the show tomorrow.
Why not?
I have my diabetes class.
No.
That's okay. Those Foley artists hate you too. So
It's okay.
Ah.
Most artists hate me.
It's all because of the Foley artists here.
But no. There was a few shows, a few radio shows that we all wanted to kill the Foley artists. Like, death to the Foley
I
artists
know.
was a common sentiment. We've all come to consensus that he had to die.
In most of them, it's the freaking
Sound
organist.
engineer in general.
That
Yeah,
damn
the organist is
organist.
evil.
Oh, here's a fun one.
The organist is evil.
The Yojimbo theme song composed by Sato was used in an Irish television advertisement for Murphy's Stout during the 1990s. The advertisement itself sees a band of samurai roaming rural Ireland. The ad was shot in black and white and in itself is a homage to the films of Akira Kurosawa.
Nice.
Groovy.
Oh no, I think she's been around Mitch too long. She's using groovy.
I have said groovy long before I met Mitch.
groovy.
It's a joke.
I do not say it anything like Mitch. Though that was a good impression. I had to tell Mitch that you wait, is that an impression or is that your soundboard?
No, that was me.
I gotta okay. I thought it was, and then I was like,
Mitch goes groovy, I go gravy.
I don't have a
of
clue.
course you do.
I just know this was a fun movie and kind of a nice change of pace for what we normally been watching.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, it was a much needed break from. Well, I can't really say anything because I didn't stay around for the whole thing. But I imagine it was a much needed break from the Nicolas Cage, like a little absence to make the heart grow fonder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and apparently, even though
I always used absinthe to make the heart grow fonder.
What's funny is how this is this movie in the thing for it is predominantly seen as a Japanese thing. It's actually a unaccredited film version of Dashiell's Hammett. Oh, I'm fucking that up. But the movie or the book, Red
Dashiell
Harvest.
Hammett.
Yes, which has never been officially filmed. It's about a detective who comes to a small city, pits both sides in a gang war against each other until both are almost completely wiped out. The scenes where Toshiro's character is held and beaten, however, were taken from Hamlet's novel The Glass Key, which has been adapted to the screen twice, which was one of Kurosawa's actual inspirations for this movie. It was Oh, where is it? Yeah, it was for the films he was heavily was a noir film, The Glass Key, which was 1942. You also have High Noon from 1952 and Shane from 1953.
That seems so much better than one movie I saw, which was like a
I think I
shot for
might
shot
have.
remake of Aliens, except it was zombies.
Hmm.
And I think in South America.
What was it called?
I don't remember right now, but it was terrible, and not even one of those glorious terrible. It was just
bad.
it was
There's a
bad, and you could tell what was going to happen next if you'd seen Aliens, because I mean it
Okay.
was in some scenes they actually ripped the script word for word. So
oh yeah. There's
It
actually a
was
plausible.
literally a beat for beat ripoff. Ouch.
That happens, but I mean, you gotta look at the time frame of when some of these movies came out. Like not too long after this. Well, it'd been like 20 years after this. You had the instead of just the kung fu exploitation movies, you had what was known as the Bruce exploitation movies.
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that was only after he died.
No, that was as soon as he got famous. As soon as he got famous into a couple movies, they started. But no, looking at some of the movies that have actually uh inspired Akira Kurosawa, like I haven't seen The Glass Key, but I'm pretty sure I've seen majority of Shane and majority of High Noon. Because my dad liked to watch spaghetti westerns, and I never those were something I just really never had a problem with. They were just fun.
Okay, I'm not sure what my brother was referring to, but something apparently was
I
Batman.
think it was one of them trying to say groovy, which I think would have been more towards Bruce Campbell's version of saying groovy, depending on
And
which
then
thing from Evil Dead. Then Show Enough, the Shogun of Harlem.
Sure enough.
I was gonna say, and then he said something about show enough.
Ugh. Otherwise, I honestly don't have too much else to say on this movie. Other than I thought it was a Bride on Wheels. It was just fun.
I enjoyed.
I'm glad you guys had a good time.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to look back at some of his other films and everything because I mean, for that we've got from as a director we've got from 1943 to 1993. 30 solid years of moving for directors or for directing. 33 of it for writing. Oh shit! Like he's got parts of that stuff that is based off his writing all the way up into current fucking year.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. We got the video game or Neo NIOH. I'm probably fucking the name the short.
Neo.
Yep. Her Spirit. Neo 2, Living, Highest to Lowest, Stray Dog, obviously the Magnificent Seven. Because he obviously isn't writing anymore. He hasn't been writing for almost 30 years.
Isn't he dead?
Yes,
Is he even alive
he
anymore?
passed in 1998. But I mean,
Yeah.
I thought so.
the man had a life considering the fact he was from 1910 to 1998.
Yeah.
Damn near 80. Yeah,
Mhm.
almost 90 years.
Yeah. And he, in my opinion, had good takes on a lot of like period pieces for whatnot. And even though a lot of color stuff was available through quite a bit of it, he still liked to do quite a bit of black and white, even when color
It
movies
was
were
a
predominant.
style.
Yeah.
It was kind of like JJ and his fucking lens flare.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
So
'Tis far more palatable than JJ and his lens flare.
Well, yeah. But yeah, it's more of a stylistic thing.
There are just times when black and white is more.
It's just better.
It's more eye catching. It's more.
The film noir is best in black and white.
Or heavily darkened. Because like I would still say that Blade Runner is more noir-esque, but wouldn't be right in black and white. But they don't overly brighten it, but don't overly darken too much. It's got to look gritty.
I need to see this one, Kagemasu. It's set in Sengoku period of Japan and tells story.
Oh, the Shadow Warrior. I'm looking
Yeah.
at Cage Musha. Was it
Kagemusha.
that 1980 film?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cage Musha, the Shadow Warrior, were a petty thief.
Kagemusha.
Yep, Kagemusha. With a utter resemblance to samurai warlord, is hired to be the Lord's double. When the Lord later dies, the thief is forced to take up arms in his place.
Yeah, it just sounds utterly ridiculous.
Oh yes, I love stupid movies like that.
It sounds like one of the 1,001 Tales, where the prince is they make the pauper the prince for like a fucking day and shit, and they start fucking with
I'm
him.
gonna say it sounds like the Prince and the Pauper or the Whipping Boy.
But yeah, but it more specifically reminds me of because in that one he fucking dies. The pauper kills him and takes his place. Like he's driving him mad and he starts fucking with him. Yeah. So I gotta see this.
Actually, I kind of want to see because he's I mean, Toho was the predominant studio for Japan. Like he's even got ones that aren't that type of period piece. Like I kind of want to see the Bad Sleep Well, where it's a vengeful young man marries the daughter of a corrupt industrialist in order to seek justice for his father's suicide.
Mm.
I'm like, man, Kurosawa's having a bunch of movies I like to see.
Man, he has written a lot.
Written, directed. The Talented Mr. Popper. I have no idea.
The Talented Mr. Ripley.
No, that's what.
Yeah, it's kind of that idea, brother.
Oh wow!
Only the Prince and the Pauper came out first.
For Akira Kurosawa, having pursued painting before changing into a career in film, he would later create paintings as storyboards for several of his films. His style as a painter was influenced by Paul Chesnick and yeah. He was voted 6th greatest director of all time by Entertainment Weekly, making him among only 2 Asians, along with Satyajit Ray, who ranked 20 at the 25th position, in a list of 50 directors and the highest ranking non-American. Apparently, homie was like 6 foot tall. Yeah. And apparently because he couldn't get financing for a lot of the film during his career, he directed and even appeared in a bunch of Japanese television commercials.
Just to finance his movies. I mean, he's a guy that believed in his vision. Good man.
Money.
And his movie's been copied by a lot of American and European filmmakers. Apparently, while the Japanese press tried to say that he was a tyrant as a filmmaker, most of the cast and crew apparently Said that he wasn't like that, though. He could be described as intense.
So he was literally the Stanley Kubrick of
Yeah,
Japan.
he could be cool and detached. It's like he would have a much more cool and detached presence on sets, but he could also be described as intense. I think now we're just fangirling over Akira Kurosawa, and just the man had a fucking career.
Well, the man had some serious skill.
That he did. Oh, I might have to look into this one. Tora Tora Tora. The story of the 1941 Japanese air raid on Pearl Harbor and the series of preceding American blunders that aggravated its effectiveness.
I did not know that
Yeah,
that was a Kurosawa film.
yep, the incredible attack on Pearl Harbor is told from both the American and Japanese sides. Wow. I'm gonna have to look into that at some point. But I don't think we're gonna make it to an hour because I'm just feeling winded as all hell.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
kind
not
of wiped
done
too.
jack shit today. So we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully everyone has a good night. And go, you know what? Go watch a couple of Kurosawa films. There, you know, go watch some Akira. It's always gonna be stuck in my head.
Mhm.
Leave me
Oh
alone.
God,
Look, if you know the scene I'm talking about from the movie Akira.
I don't.
Akeda!
No, it's the bong Akira. Leave me alone. And the guy's got all the memories going through his head.
This or something different.
Mhm.
I mean, that's another one of those movies that has had a long lasting effect on cinema in Japan, America, and Europe, or just all across the world because of like the freaking motorcycle slide that has been copied in so many movies was originally from Akira.
Fucking Tron essentially did the light cycles.
Yep, and the opening sequence from The Simpsons was inspired from Akira.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The
opening credits.
whole thing, or
I don't know if it was the whole thing, but parts of it was.
Hmm.
Like, I want to say it's the opening shot of them seeing the town because it's actually a layered effect that they did. I can't remember exactly, but have a good one, everyone. I don't believe there's any there's not any holidays coming up for a while.
I don't think so. Have a good night. Be safe during the week.
The next movie in 2 weeks will be Rage, otherwise known as Tokarev, from Nicolas Cage, and then in 2 weeks from since we'll be getting close to the
spooky season.
Yeah, we might be doing, depending on how I feel, damn it, an entire month of just Rotten movie reviews just to get through, to make sure we can get through Day of the Dead, the Day of the Dead remake, maybe the Day of the Dead remake sequel, and like throw in another fun horror movie or something.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling about doing, is doing just a horror movie month.
A whole month of spooky season. Oh,
yep,
darn.
I mean it's like four movies, so because if we look at it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Because the following Saturday after the 31st is in November.
I am all for scary movies.
Oh, if we have to.
I know.
No.
Well, otherwise, have a good week, everyone. There's a plethora of stuff to watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to get out of here.
Have a good night, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Go to the theater.
Night.
Yes, go to the theater.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Join us again next week, or you can check out the other people in the panel in the description and see us again plausibly on one of their channels, or just check out what work they've done. Have a good week, everyone.